What's going on, everybody? Uh, Good afternoon to those on the East and East and Central times, and good morning to those over on the West Coast time. Want to thank y'all for coming in and being here. Uh, what's going on, Lawrence Guy? Thank you for being in here. Uh, get ready to give people a few minutes to get in here and get it going. Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? Mace, Liam, greetings to everyone. All right, let's see here. Letting everybody get in. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in, people. Want to get those up, want to get those likes up. All right. So now we're going to start off here. Let's see. As it said, the title was how and why you must separate yourself from the world. So I'm going to get into that. And the first aspect I got two is pretty much I'm going to cover it in two parts. And the first one is, why are so many unproductive and toxic people around? And so first, we're going to go to get your books out, get your study material out. We're going to go to Matthew chapter 13 and be starting at verse 24 and reading all the way through 30. I will be reading from the Amplified version of the Bible today. Yeah, salute Mace, salute Liam, and of course, always salute to you, Brother Lawrence. All right. And reads as this. This is the parable of the weeds among the wheat. And it reads as such. Hold on. Reads as such. Jesus gave them another parable to consider, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seeds in his field. But while his men were sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds, resembling wheat among the wheat, and went away. So when the plant sprouted and formed grain, the weeds appeared also. The servants of the owner came to him and said, Sir, did you not sow good seeds in your field? Then how does it have weeds in it? He replied to them, an enemy has done this. The servants asked him, then do you want us to go and pull them out? But he said, no, because as you pull out the weeds, you may uproot the wheat with them. Let them grow together until the harvest, and at harvest time, I will tell the reapers, first gather the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned, but gather the wheat into my barn. It's a very powerful scripture right there. And it has another part in here too. It does explains the meaning of this scripture, of this text. Good afternoon, Lou. Good afternoon. Afternoon, Lou. It explains the meaning of this text, and I'm going to go into that now. All right, and it's also in chapter 13, but we go down of Matthew. It's also in chapter 13 of Matthew, but we go down to verse 36 here, and we'll be reading 36 to 43. And thus it goes. Then he left the crowds and went into the house, and his disciples came to him, saying, explain clearly to us the parable of the weeds in the field. He answered, the one who sows the good seed is the Son of Man, meaning Jesus. And the field is the world. And as for the good seed, these are the sons of the kingdom, and the weeds are the sons of the evil one. All is saying here that the good seed are the ones that are of God. They are of Jesus. They are of good and righteousness. And the weeds, those are toxic, unproductive people that the devil sends out. And the enemy who sold them is the devil. See, that's all it's getting at. They're working for the devil. They're working for unproductiveness, toxicness, anything that is not good. And the harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the angels. So just as the weeds are to be gathered up and burned in the fire, so will it be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, meaning those things by which people are led into sin, and all who practice evil, meaning all those leading others into sin, into toxic, into negative, leading them into things that are not of good, that are not of God. And I will throw them into the furnace of fire. In that place, there will be weeping. There they will be weeping over sorrow and pain, and grinding of the teeth over distress and anger. Then the righteous, those who seek the will of God, radiating, will shine forth, radiating like new life, the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has ears to hear, let him hear and heed my words. So what they're saying there is that what it's basically saying, they could not uproot the weeds because they could not uproot the weeds because they would uproot the wheat. They would be getting them up too early before it was harvested, before the wheat was ready to be able to be used, before it was good. So in removing it too early, there will be nothing left from the harvest, meaning in a spiritual sense in people, that there will be nothing left from the people. They would not be any good. They will be of no use. So that's why we as people, we deal and have so many people, so many toxic individuals in our lives that we see around us that, they're of no good. But it's in those trials and our observations and understanding that we can be strong and we can be of use. And by being the best of use that we can is by leading other people down the right way, by not sending them, by not leading them down the wrong path, by not sending them, just in the wickedness. It's about separating ourselves through our actions of what we do and how we being truthful about this with other people, that they can thereby separate themselves from that negativity. All right. Now be going to the second part of this topic today, and and this part of it is why you must separate from these ungodly people, the reason why you must separate from them. And this is also in Matthew. We'll be starting here at chapter 7, verse 6. And it reads as such: do not give that which is holy to dogs, and do not throw your pearls before pigs, for they will trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. This is why we have to get away from these people that are of no good, that mean no good to us and everyone else. I mean, sometimes it may be family, your relatives, your friends, anyone you have. I mean, it's vital that you get away from them, because what it says here, they will take what is of meaning to you, anything what means something to you, and they will trample it under their feet. They will just disrespect it all in the purpose of tearing you to pieces, to bring you down, to tear you apart. They mean no good for anyone, which is why you never give them your pearls. And that doesn't mean in a sense of actual intrinsic value of jewels or whatever. I mean, that can mean, if you got kids, you don't let these people around your kids, because they will use them and tear you to pieces. I mean, how many times have we known of other brothers who, got into situations with women and it goes sour when the women use the kids as a weapon against the fathers? They're using their pearls. They're using the pearls of these men and trampling all over them to tear the father to pieces. I mean, it just says a lot, It says a lot. And the next one is, I believe it's still we're still in Matthew, but we're going back to chapter 6 and be reading verse 24. This one is a very powerful and meaning scripture to me. One I keep, close to me in my mind, and reads as such. No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. And meaning possession, and all mammon means is money, possessions, fame, status, or whatever is more valuable than the Lord. What is more valuable than the purpose that God has for you? You can't take anything. Those you never let those things be more valuable than that purpose that God has for you. Because if your number one, if what's valued to you most of all is that purpose that He has for you, then you are serving Him. You are showing your love and appreciation for Him and devoting yourself to that purpose. And basically, it's explained like this. This is why we look at, when you look at Adam, he loved Eve. He truly loved Eve. And he fell into despair because he was devoted to her more than he was to God, which is why he ate of the fruit. And then when you take her eating of the fruit herself, she was devoted more to her own selfish vanity of wanting to become greater than God. That fame and that status and what she could receive, what she felt she could receive, all the worship she could receive from it. Which is why if you notice that women struggle so much, because they are always trying to serve two masters. And if you're serving your own vain desires, you're going to hate everything good. If you're serving the same things that toxic people, negative, unproductive people, if you value the same things that they value, you can't value anything good. There's no way. You can't do both. You can't do both. It's just impossible. And so next I'll be going to, let's see here. We're going to Numbers this time. And I'll be reading from chapter 16, starting with verse 20 and finishing up on verse 26. Still reading from the Amplified version of the Bible. And reads as such. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, so that I may consume them immediately. But they fell on their faces before the Lord and said, O God, God of the spirits of all flesh, when one man sins, you will be angry with the entire congregation. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, say to the congregation, get away from around the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Then Moses arose and went to Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he said to the congregation, get away from the tents of these wicked men and touch nothing of theirs, or you will be swept away in all their sin. Basically, all this meaning here in this scripture is that if you don't separate yourselves from these people, from this wickedness, from the evil, from this toxicity, you will be caught up in it, and you will be therefore toxic yourself. You will be of no good use to anyone. You will be of no good use to this purpose that God has planned for you. So you will therefore drag others down into this sin, into this toxicity with you if they choose to be around you. It's just as simple as that. And then my last scripture that I'll be reading before I open up the panel, drop the link in the chat to, where everyone we can come up and discuss further. I'm going to read this one, this last one. It'll be in 1 Corinthians. Be reading from chapter 15, and I'll be reading verses 33 and 34. Still from the Amplified Bible. And it reads as such. Do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts good morals. Be sober-minded, be sensible, and wake up from your spiritual stupor. Wake up, be sensible, be logical about this, be logical, be smart and intelligent about knowing who to hang around, as you ought, and stop sinning. For some of you have no knowledge of God. You are disgracefully ignorant of him and ignore his truths. I say this to your shame. And it's saying here that being ignorant of the truths of God, of the knowledge of God, that is your shame. Being ignorant of such, meaning God will not accept ignorance as an excuse. He won't accept it, because you are supposed to know these truths for yourselves. You're supposed to know his truths for yourself, which, goes back to my last, study session we had last time. That's what I like to call them, study sessions, because I like for this to be more like Bible study. I'm not a preacher. Preaching to me on Sunday, that it's emotionally charged. And I understand it. As men, we learn differently than women do. You'll see so many women, they come in on Sunday, to prance around in whatever they got on, whatever they're wearing, to be glorified themselves. And you got men that do the same thing, the men that come. But it's not about that, because they're leading them down the wrong path and away from this knowledge and wisdom. It's he will not accept ignorance as an excuse, because there is knowledge. You have knowledge. You have people that are knowledgeable about this content. That's why you must discern and separate yourselves from these people. That way you will not be led down that path. And, they'll make themselves aware to you who they are by their actions and what they say. But that's pretty much, all I got. I like to try and keep things short and sweet. I don't want to overload anybody. Sometimes you can pack too much information in, and everyone doesn't get the meat of what you're saying. I don't want to overload too much with. I got to look back, but I can't remember the scripture offhand, but it talks about, when they were asking Jesus things, and Jesus would tell them, you are not yet ready for this. You are still yet a baby, needing to feed on milk. You do not have the teeth yet to be able to chew meat. And there are several people like this. Some people there are a lot of people that just aren't ready to be able to read this for themselves. They need a lot of help because they don't have teeth yet to be able to chew this and understand it for themselves. And they will do themselves more harm and other people that they may tell this information to more harm than good. It's important to have a discerning mind on the matters of this. It's very important. And that's why, I wanted to speak on subjects like this, to bring this material to people that want to hear. I wanted to do it in a different way. I think, it need to be something that was revolutionized and done in a manner that men can appreciate this information and understand it and gain insight from it. But I put that link down in the bottom. Want to ask Brother Mace, have you created your channel yet? Are you going something? I know you talking about coming up today. It'd be great to be able to have you up. Like I say, I love having these wonderful discussions with men. Brother Lawrence, if you got time, it'd be great to have you up. Any of you, be great. I'll leave it open for a few more minutes. But if not, then we'll get out of here. But I just want to keep it short and sweet on the information here. And but that's all. And also, Mace, if you've got you got your channel going, you are a moderator. Post the link in the chat for us all to see. All right. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much. I just wanted to let you know I am here. I had typed in there real quick. Just give me a quick minute, get my tea, and I'll be right back.
You good? Right? You good?
You know me. I gotta have my tea, baby.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I've been drinking my coffee, so.
Yeah, well, I stopped coffee about 3 weeks ago. I wanted to. I just wanted to give my body a break for a little bit.
Okay.
But like I said, just give me a quick minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Cool. All right. That's what's up. Fasting. That's what. Oh man, appreciate it. Yeah. Come on up here, Fasting. We can talk about it. Hopefully you caught it. Okay. Got you doing lunch, man. Yeah, I know you said you probably. I know you'd be busy doing helping your father with his mic and the setup and everything. But yeah, we might have to catch the playback. I wanted to keep it short and simple. Oh, there he is. Hello, Fasting. What's going on? But yeah, I want to keep it short and simple. Don't like to make it too long. What's going on, Fasting?
Oh, peace, bro. I'm on my phone, so I probably don't sound as good as my usual mic.
Yeah. All right, man. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. I had a good night's sleep. Woke up not long ago. I'm doing some laundry before I go to my parents' house because I need to show him how to use the mics and stuff, like to set it up for him.
Yeah. I remember you saying that yesterday. Yeah, I woke up, got up early. I probably got up around 7, maybe.
Yeah, yesterday the stream was like 8 hours.
It was. It was a long one.
Yeah. And I was so sleepy, so I had to crash.
Hey, I get it, man. Being, I'm off right now gonna be doing this surgery and everything. I get how. So I've been on here, bouncing from stream to stream and channel to channel, and I can get how tiring it can be. It's a different aspect. So, but this will be what I'll be doing while I'm off healing. And but I wanted to. You probably have to. I don't know how long you been in here listening, but
I mean, I just when I looked at my phone, I just saw the notification. Yeah. So I missed the first. Was it 22 minutes that you've been on?
Gotcha. Oh yeah. So you missed all of it.
Yeah. I'll probably play it the beginning so I can see what happened. Yeah. But based on the title, it says what how and why you must separate yourself from the world.
Yeah.
To me, I'll put it this way: it's like, because now I know my identity. I understand that this whole thing that we live in, it's set up by the fallen one, and the reason you must separate what, because that's true freedom. Because when you're part of it, you're enslaved. Or when I say enslaved, I'm talking about where you just go through the motion, you do like everybody does. But when you separate yourself, you stand out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, in one of the records, it says from heaven, I think in the book of Enoch, it says the angels, when they look down on earth, they see darkness, but those who are in the light, they're like the stars. So how we look in the stars in heaven, when they look down, they see the same thing.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. But I broke it down into two parts, two questions, to cover both aspects on the how and why. Basically, the first question is why there are so many unproductive people, unproductive and toxic people around. And, I went into two parts. That was, basically I used the scripture in Matthew, the weeds among the wheat. And then I went into the weeds explain. And, I pretty much most of this was covered, using Matthew today. And the second part of it was why you must separate from these ungodly people. And went into Matthew 2 times there as well. And then Numbers in 1 Corinthians. And it's the one that I like the most, one of my favorite scriptures, is Matthew 6:24, talking about, you cannot, pretty much you can't love God and money. But, when it talks about money or mammon, whatever it's referring to, whatever particular book you have or translation, it's basically anything that's you value more than God or his purpose that he has for you. And that's one of my favorite scriptures. And then I also went into Matthew 7 and 6, where it says, do not give that which is holy to dogs, and do not throw your pearls before pigs, for they will trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. Talking about, basically how many times have we seen people use other things that we have an emotional attachment to, whether it be our kids or whatever, being of importance to us, or even that purpose, and they just use it and trample all over it just to tear you down. And you're back, Brother Lawrence.
Yes, yes, sir, I am. What's up, Brother Faston?
Hey, peace, Lawrence. How you doing, bro?
Not bad, not bad. I go away to get some tea, and you come back, and you're in the spot.
Oh yeah, I know. It's early afternoon.
Yep.
It's 1 p.m. in Texas right now. It's really hot out here.
How's the weather?
I mean, it's cloudy right now, but it's very hot. Because it rained yesterday. Yeah, humid. Yeah.
So the bulk of everything passed from yesterday.
Well, the storm actually hit Corpus Christi. The hurricane landed around what was it 1 a.m. or something.
Oh,
so
wow.
It did a lot of damage over there. Now the storm looks like it's going to towards Mexico. So
okay,
yeah,
right.
But we're still gonna be getting rain in South Texas, like Laredo, all those areas.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the government is gonna issue a shutdown because of this storm.
Oh wow!
Shutdown that's what I mean, this could be one of the main reasons why he's gonna shut down the state. For safety reason. Remember, Texas numbers were climbing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
According to their news.
Yeah.
So with this thing, this natural disaster, there is also another hurricane coming. It's funny. I was saying look on between August and October, major events happening. We already have an early start before August. So I guess I was wrong on my prediction. Wow.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind,
go ahead.
me throwing in my 2 cents on the training session today. Well, I had to catch myself because I was about to say therapy.
Well, in a way, it is.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want Black Ram coming over here talking about stop stealing my life.
So, you good, but no, it's educational session for the day. Yeah,
exactly. My edification for today. But yeah, I think everything you said is absolutely accurate. Because I think he's speaking on both. I think he's speaking profoundly on two different levels, but it's the same end result, whether it be personal relationships, because as I've said once before, those closest to you will be the first ones to turn on you. On the other side, in a more general and broad aspect, we were given a command, saying be in the world, but not of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess the real thing is that, as always, to pray for discernment without question.
Right. Exactly.
But you got to make sure that discernment is not just about you understanding what his purpose for you in the world is, but also to ask for discernment for you to understand who are the right people to be with you for that and who you have to let go.
Exactly.
And it's and it's hard, and I'm not going to deny that, because, like, again, as I've said many occasions, I try not to speak on anything that I haven't done myself. It's very hard. It is hard, and there's a lot of time, there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of interconnecting of spirits and mentalities in those relationships. But it has to be done, because, as he said many a times, unless it's all him, then you're not for him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you have to do that. Now, even if you remove the aspects of his purpose for you, even if you remove the aspect of only being for him, at the very least, he's still giving you an opportunity to come to an understanding that even if it's not about him, which he definitely wants it to be, but even if it's not about him, at least protect yourself, because he knows who he's made. He knows who's going to play what part. At the very least, protect yourself, because you should never be in a relationship, regardless of what type of relationship that is. It should never be detriment to your existence.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I might be babbling. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. But yeah, that's important. But yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to pick very. You have to pay attention and pick very carefully, and you also always have to be prepared to let it go. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a great number of people I love, great number of people I'd like to be in my world, but I also have to have enough wherewithal to understand that could change in any minute.
Right. Yeah. That's it. Because
nothing's guaranteed, nothing's promised. So
right.
So whether that's the relationship going sour, whether the two people agree to disagree and go their separate ways, whether it's through a sudden death or whatever have you may, but nothing's forever. So
exactly. Yeah, nothing is forever, and but the one thing we can do is just make sure and make the best decisions that we can. And always, with that using that discernment to make those best decisions, and keeping that purpose in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you also have to remember. Well, we all always have to remember is that it's not just about it. The Most High believes in balance. Just measures, just dollars, just weights. So you also have to take in consideration whatever he's telling you on one hand, he's expecting you to balance it properly on the other hand.
Right.
So for all the discernment that you're asking for on to remove the bad people from your life, you're technically also asking him to bring the right people into your life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. And also there's something else to also remember. You're always going to have bad people around.
Exactly.
You can't get rid of it. The whole point of it is to is to strengthen you, is to strengthen your resolve, is to help you grow and mature in your decision making, and it's to help you grow and to grow and mature in that relationship with Him.
Exactly.
It's only through that growth that you begin to understand who you are.
Absolutely.
It's through those trials, through seeing and being around, knowing these people, these toxic and unproductive people, that you can understand who you are and where you want to go, the direction you want to go. I just want to take a short moment to say salute to the Unspecialist and salute to GearNet Z. Thank y'all for coming in. Being too absorbed. Hold on, let's look at this.
Oh yeah, he's right. I agree with that.
Being too absorbed, dependent on the world, sets you up for misery, to be honest. Yes, it does.
I agree with that. I agree with
it
that wholeheartedly.
does.
And if you don't mind, let me take a quick second here.
Go ahead.
I see we got we got some likes. Anybody who hasn't hit that like button yet would really appreciate it if you did. Get my man's algorithms up going on here.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Go ahead, like the video, share.
Yeah. All right, Specialist. Don't mess with me. I'm sitting here drinking. I'm drinking some right now, man. I'm trying to get there. I got my lemon and honey. I got it right here.
So, oh yeah, that lemon and honey gonna get it going.
Yeah, well, my throat's a little sore, so I get what he's saying. But because if you hear, I keep clearing my throat.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to try to move the mic away. I'm sorry. I keep trying to move the mic away. I'm sorry. But like I was saying, just as much as he's explaining to you how to get the wrong people out, he's trying to explain to you how to get the right people out, because you're going to need them. Because when you have, like the saying goes, when you have three or more, you know what I'm saying, he'll be there in the midst. So you got to get that straight. You got to get that straight. And
it is important.
And if those people are going to be with you in that moment, you got to make sure they have the right accord. You have
to. Exactly. You do have to. And I want to say thanks. Shout out to Third Ward coming on in. He's they got their fourth quarter talk going on over there. They do music. Let me see here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've been doing playing music over there. They also had sports. They've been able to land former professional players. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna put the link here in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah. Would you please
put the link in the chat here? All right. Let's see here. Yeah. There goes a link to subscribe to the fourth quarter talk. They had a good one yesterday. I got in there late because it's on DJ Cooter. I'm gonna catch some more of the playback. But I heard the music, got to chat with them a little bit in the chat room. And they do sports. Yeah, that's it. That's the main thing they've been doing. Yeah, that's who it was. Chucky Brown. I forgot all about it. Ex-NBA player Chucky Brown. And that's a good one to check out. It'll be a good one to check out the replay on that.
Yeah, I'm looking. No problem. I'm looking at them now. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big sports fan, but I am a music fan.
Yeah, they weren't playing that super. They weren't playing that super old school, Brother Lawrence. I'm gonna tell you now. They were playing some of the old. They were playing some of the old hip hop. They were talking about some of the East and West Coast, and it's I believe it's Third Ward, Kenny Conjo, and Brandon Nails channel they got going on over there. But
I'm looking at Kenny right now. Yeah, I'm looking at Kenny Kojo right now.
Yeah, that's a great deal. So I wanted to put them in there. And also, let me put somebody else's link in the chat. They've got you not subscribed. Somebody checking this, they're not subscribed. Zero, he will be having a stream later on. He'll be having a stream later on today. Check out his channel as well. and it's gonna be a funny one. The thumbnail I can tell is already going on. Are submissive men happier? Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a funny one. It's gonna be a funny one.
I saw the thumbnail. Wasn't it a woman with her foot
with
on
stilettos on with a exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, he crazy as all get out, man.
Hold on real quick. I got a call coming, y'all.
Okay. But fasting, you're okay though? Everything's going on. Everything's safe and secure over there.
Yeah, I'm just doing laundry right now.
Yeah. So typed that earlier, but I mean, the bulk of the storm is past you. You don't have to worry about anything, all that good stuff.
Yeah, Houston is good. Okay. We just had just a heavy rain yesterday, but everything is good so far. But I know this week we're gonna have more rain, so we're just looking forward to that. I know for sure they mentioned that tomorrow is gonna be 80%. Was it 80% rain? So.
Okay.
That means it's probably gonna be That means it's probably gonna because that wind, because we just had that storm pass, so it's creating some wind current. So I guess that the whole wind it's creating that little rainy what do you call it? The vapor that will produce the rain. So it looks like the next 3 days we're gonna be having rain. It's gonna be a rain day. So
a lot of mist, a lot of overcast, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But we need it, because when it rains, it brings down the temperature, and then when the sun comes up, it gets hot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm in Florida, so yeah, I get that. I completely get that.
Oh yeah.
So as a matter of fact, we got a lot of rain yesterday ourselves. So I just figured it was a side effect from what you guys were getting.
Yeah. Hey, but yesterday's show was actually very good. I had a good night's sleep after that, I just went and crashed. I was dozing off.
I think I stayed up for a little bit longer. But then I knocked out. I think maybe about 6 o'clock.
Wow. So you barely slept, then you only had 4 hours sleep?
Well, I had about 6. I had about 6.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I passed out about maybe 6:10, and I got back up at noon. So
hey, that's not bad.
No,
everybody's staying home now.
Well, for me, it's a good day because I suffer from insomnia. So there are days I'll go days without sleep.
I know what you need. There are some herbs that can help you with that.
Actually, I've been doing that. It has helped a lot. I don't suffer from it as bad as I used to. But I still have moments.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm a lot better. Because it used to be bad. I mean, there was one time, I think the worst I ever had is I pulled almost a week with no sleep. And that's
I bet you it was unbearable, huh? You felt tired, but you couldn't sleep.
Yeah. Because I'm sorry. I'm a specialist. Yes, I do use the music too, but sometimes it's so bad, even that doesn't work. And I mean, I'll literally lay there for like 4 hours looking at the ceiling while the music's playing, and sometimes it just doesn't work. I'm sorry, fasting. I just wanted to answer that real quick for him.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Ramil.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Dre? Are you talking about Dre Raphael?
No. Ramil Amir. He's a brother here in this space. He's a YouTuber. And he has a channel called Ramil Herbs. Like he talks about herbs and what you can take. He actually sells herbs too, and he got one mixture called Night Night Nigga, and a lot of people give positive feedback on it. So you may want to check it out.
Okay, no, because what I've done is I've been growing my own. So I've been using a variety of different types because I try to switch a little bit because I don't want to become immune to it if I drink it too much too frequently. So I have a tendency to change the mixes and the different herbs. But I'll definitely check that out. I'll put
it down here in the chat real quick.
Yeah, would you please?
That way you can check it out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah,
and but yeah,
we have a lot of talents out here. This is one thing I appreciate. I'm like, that's why I said we are the children of Israel. It's like, just look at us. We have all these gifts that the Most High has given us, but because we're in a system that, that doesn't, quote unquote, it's not our turn, or the scripture, it's not our turn. Everybody else benefits from us by ourselves. So once we realize that and we start focusing, that's why you notice all those major stars, it's like they're starting to rebel. And they're saying, like, for example, did you guys catch, what's his name? Nick Cannon's rabbi visit session?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
I did.
I saw they uploaded the video. And I'm glad, actually, the Gathering of Christ Church, GOCC, they had a Sabbath lesson where they were basically showing what the rabbis won't tell they won't tell the people in public what they think about us, right? Because that's what I keep telling people. I'll probably do it because my philosophy now is there is no time to, quote unquote, keep silent, because it's over. So if you have to go gun blazing, like spilling the truth like a Uzi, just do it. Why? Because there's no more time. The Western Christianity was founded on racism. A lot of people, because I used to wonder, I'm like, okay, if America is a Christian nation, why many quote unquote white people didn't stood up because they believe in the Bible against what the African Americans were going through, right? Why we didn't see any pushback towards making this group of people slaves, right? Why was there no pushback from quote unquote Christians? Come to find out, they were being taught that you guys were in a rightful position. Why? Because you're at the cursed seed of Ham.
Right.
And in their theology from
which is
Judaism, they say
which
that
is hilarious.
you're supposed to I know. But
I'm
not,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's good, Lawrence. I was just saying that because of our ignorance about why or what they believe behind the scenes, that's why we, a lot of us out here, we're wondering why would Christians for centuries go without even pushing back on the idea of making a race of people slaves, But
right.
But a lot of it was fear too, because for the few that did have the courage to stand up, well, you know what kind of fates they met, which was generally the same as the fate that the people they were trying to protect and help.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I keep saying, when we get into all this black and white stuff, look, man, you got to understand, not all of them are like that. Because trust me when I tell you, where we at right now, that wouldn't happen if it was just us. Some of them had to have helped us. We couldn't have done this by ourselves. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm just saying, don't sit here and think that the reason we are where we are now is because it was only us standing up and fighting. No, a lot of them fought with us too.
A lot of them died.
They
die for standing up. Yeah. But see, they can't teach that. Why? Because they have to perpetuate the propaganda of racism. That whites hate blacks.
Well, it keeps us fighting with each other, so we're not paying attention to what they're doing behind closed doors. That's all that is.
Yes.
That's all that is. And like I said many a times, I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. All I'm saying is it's not as large as everybody's making it out to be. Because you usually have three types of white people. Okay. The first ones are the ones who are okay with you. The second group is the ones that they're not particularly fond of you, but they'll just leave you alone as long as you leave them alone. And then the third one is the one who actually don't like us. Now, here's the funny part. Groups 1 and 2 are larger than groups number 3. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the way they make it sound is if everybody's number 3, and it doesn't work like that.
Right.
It doesn't work that, and that's my personal experience. And going back to the thing about people stepping forward and stuff like that, that's the standard situation of fear. Because I've had people ask me in chats and stuff like that, like, dude, is that you in the picture? I said, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not changing my name. I'm not and I don't take away from anybody else who does it. I understand why. But for me, I'm not changing my name. I'm not changing my avatar. this is me. I have no fear. You want to come after me because you don't like what I'm saying? Feel free. It's not going to work out well for you, but feel free.
Yeah.
But my king told me, don't be afraid. My king told me they're going to come for me regardless. So I'm just being who I am, and they just going to have to take it for what it is. But I will not hide in shame because I want to follow my king's instructions. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
I got you. Yeah, now I don't use my real picture. I don't use my real name. But it's
but I wasn't
no. Yeah. I know you weren't. You good.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just going to say only reason why I do so is simply because of the simple fact. Unlike you, I don't own my own business, you know. So
that's the trick. Yeah, that's the trick. Yeah, that's the trick. You got to have all your stuff pretty much in order.
If I had my own business, there's nothing wrong with people that don't. If I own my own business and had my own clientele, standard clientele that we're going to support me no matter what, regardless of my views, it'd be different. That's the only reason why I don't. But I ain't worried about no fear out of nothing, because they can come over here wherever they at. They come get me, and they'll see what's waiting on them.
Well, yeah, because I agree. Because I won't lie. It took me a couple of years to get my stuff where it's at, so I can do this. So I agree 100%. And I just wanted to say, I if it came across that way, I wasn't trying to diminish anybody.
I already knew it.
Because I know you have to do that, because these are the type of people who'll find your address. They'll call your boss at your company you work for. I mean, I get that. I totally get that.
Or then also, if you got kids and everything like that too, I understand
exactly.
that too. So
yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that as well. Yeah.
But I just want to take the time out real quick to say, thank y'all for coming in today. Checking out the Yokin, where the title of today's topic is how and why you must separate yourself from the world. We want to thank you for coming and ask you to get those likes up, to like and subscribe to the channel. The Cash App is also scrolling at the bottom. Cash App is Tip Eyes and Sama, of course. We appreciate it if you choose to do so. It's not required, but we appreciate likes and subscriptions here as well. We're trying to change the algorithm, to get the word out, to get the message out, get the truth out. And also, I probably will be having another stream today on my second channel called the Gote Gaming Universe. You can check it out. I put the link to it down there. You can like, share, and subscribe to content there as well. Appreciate it. And back to the regular schedule programming.
And as a testimonial, I can say that other channel is fun. That other channel is fun. Yeah. And as far as it goes for Cash App donations, look, you ain't got to break the bank, man. Something simple as $1 always goes a long way.
Yeah, no.
So,
but like I said, we appreciate the likes and the subscriptions as well, and just sharing the content. So,
yeah, Eisen, I'm sharing. I shared your stream on some of the groups I follow on Facebook. I usually do that. There's it's like I know there's one group. It's like was it Kemet versus Israelites? Like one of those groups. Yeah. So I'm always share anything related to these kind of topics. I always share over there. So
I appreciate that. Oh man, we got some more likes in here. Yeah, thank y'all. Appreciate that.
Like I was saying, you'll never know who's gonna be watching your stream, man.
Exactly. You never know.
No. Yeah, because there's a lot of lurkers out there. They'll just sit there and listen. They won't comment, but they'll watch and listen.
Right, exactly.
But like I said, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Good thing. But yeah, I plan on keeping this in around about an hour. I know we got about a good 6 minutes. But yeah, no, and I like to keep the mood over here like fasting. Keeps his over there, pretty much, smooth, even, chill. And that's one thing I like about when I go over the fastings.
Yeah. That atmosphere over there is nice.
Yeah. Man, I hate OG ain't in here, man. I love to have him come up. It's always fun.
It's always a pleasure to have him.
Yeah, it's always
don't
fun.
worry, man. It was slowly come.
Oh yeah. I'm
Like,
not worried.
hey, as more people stay home and people are, they are lurking on YouTube, they're gonna come, man.
Exactly. Yeah, and you know
That's why
the
even with my channel, I'm like, slowly but surely, it's gonna grow. And
yeah.
the thing is, the more content you put, they'll show up.
Right. And I've
Yeah.
and man, it's what I've been at this maybe it's been a little over a month, maybe, I don't know. And it's grown. It's grown it's grown decently, grown really nice to me. And I thank all my subscribers, and I thank everyone in the YouTube community here who's allowed me to helped promote it, and I appreciate all that. It's truly been wonderful. I think I've grown. Golly, it said I looked at the algorithm. I've grown like 38, almost 40 subscribers in a month, and I was like, wow. So that's good, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, what I'm looking at is I think you're at 76.
Yes, I'm almost at 80. Almost at 80.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I know what I see and what you see is different. That's why I wasn't sure.
Exactly. Yeah, it's almost at 80. It's 76.
It's 200. I say you're gonna blink another day and it's 200.
Okay, so I've been going at this. I've been going at it about 2 months. So that's
because like I said, that's why I popped in Friday with Savage, because like I said, you and Savage started roughly around the same time.
Okay.
And just like that, 200. I was like, what? Because when I was talking to him, he's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I just looked and it was 200.
Yeah. It happens like that.
Yeah. He said something about being on Tommy Sotomayor's show and a couple of others.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And he said the numbers jumped. He said, but they don't stay steady. It's like people go over and click it just to give you a little bump, but then eventually they'll remove it. He said, you'll keep some of them, but not all of them. And he said he just blinked and it was 200. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I had it going on as well, and but it's been nice. It's been wonderful. But yeah, it does. You'll get a few bumps and then you'll get somebody unsubscribe. But it's been a pleasure. Like I said, I just want to thank everyone that's helped promote it, and just want to go from there.
Yep. And hopefully, I'm looking at August being a good beginning for you. A good, well, not a beginning, but you know what I mean.
I know what you're saying. To keep it going. Yeah, to keep it going.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, I'm looking at it too. But I just appreciate it. Like I said, all the support, all the likes, the sharing, the subscribing. Thank you, Fasting. Thanks to all the others, who've done it by telling me to put my link in the chats and all that. So, just shout out to everyone. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Peace, bro. See you on the next one.
Well, see you on the next one, Fasting.
All right.
You got any closing statements before you go, Lawrence?
Same thing I said last night on fasting. Men first.
All right. Thank you, Brother Lawrence.
All right. And, so I guess I'll see you later on in the on the other channel.
In the afternoon. Yep, on the other channel. I probably plan on doing around 5 my time. That'll be about 6 your time. So I want to try and do about maybe 2 hours before Zero does his, and do that one about an hour and a half, and go from there.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
Yep.
So I'll see you in a bit, or I'll talk to you in a bit, whichever one.
Cool. All right.
Have
Have
a good one, everybody.
All right, you too. Okay. All right. Just want to say thank you all for everyone. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for subscribing. And hey, I'm glad you came in here too. glad you subscribed, Unspecialist. I want to keep everything, mellow, chill over here, but have bring out good content that people can apply to their lives, give them some knowledge to apply to their lives. And also, like I said, I'm going to have something on my other channel today around 5. I think it's pretty much going to be on the pretty much on how the DC animated universe is just left left the Marvel animated universe at the starting line. It's almost pretty much non-existent, so we'll go into that, and we'll go from there. That link you can see is I've got it posted up on the screen here, and you can click on it, like and subscribe to that as well. That content, you know, I pretty much want to keep it about anime and gaming, comic books, and such content as that. But want to thank y'all for coming out today, and peace.